Thank you for tuning in to Fishing for Shrimp Hoagie FM. Fish, where you don't need no eyes to enjoy these tunes.
Outstanding.
I promise the bit worked better when there was like more upbeat music that was just like immaculately inoffensive.
I mean, the music of this game is deeply inoffensive. Like this is hold music du jour. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. It is outstanding to have you. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Chris, otherwise known as Wolfie, and we are live once again with massively overpowered ZOPTV, and this is Ships at Sea. This is something very much different than we would normally do on this channel. It is an early access game, which is up to 1 to 4 players in multiplayer. It's a nautical maritime simulator. Like, this is basically like a multiplayer ship sim. So happily enough, I am joined by my very best friend, the matriarch Britannia, the who's right now got this individual's avatar going on. Hello, Brito.
Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome aboard our fishing boat.
Yes, another sea game. Let's see if this one has goofy dialogue or a faction who hates coffee and tea. Oh, we can only hope, average teacup. So yeah, this one is an early access title in development by Misk Games. I understand this is like a spiritual successor or like a sequel to a previous single-player game of the same kind that they've made before. But this whole thing is it's very deeply sim-based. It's a 1-to-1, 64 by 64 kilometer square recreation of the Norwegian Sea and some dock areas near Lofoten, Norway. So this is like deeply realistic, despite my character's walk cycle. I'm sorry. We were
It's
having
work time now.
it is time. It is time to work. We are working fisher folk.
Which way is the bathroom?
But it definitely seems a lot more sandboxy than the game that Teacup was referencing before, and a way more sim based. The equipment and ships, I believe, are all based on or otherwise built around real world brands and boats, and so this is going to be something else. Now, Brito and I, we do enjoy our Sims quite a bit.
We do.
Now, I mean, I love Farming Simulator 22 an awful lot. Like, it's one of my favorite games. Uh, Obviously, you're obviously, like a space sim sort of person, right?
Space sim, flight sim, racing sim. I've got if there's a game for it, I want the peripherals and I want the head tracking for it.
It's true. Yeah, racing sims are fun too. So yeah, this is kind of in our alley, but at the same time, it's like something that like simulates being a cargo ship pilot or driver or fisher boat or a service boat, which are like the three main careers in this game at current. It's not something we've done before. Certainly not anything I've done before. But personally speaking, this is kind of running analog to Farming Simulator 22 insofar as that, you just sort of you're dropped into a map, you plop yourself into some tools, and you do some work. This kind of seems the vibe that I'm getting from this one.
Shall we start by heading into this office I was over here? I was just kind of like
Yeah, we
walking
probably
around.
should. But while we're walking, very determinedly, I do want to use my usual little asterisk. First of all, I do want to point out that keys for this game were provided to myself and Brito by the folks at Misk Games.
Thank you, Miss Games.
Thank you very much for that. That said, they will not have any sort of control over or editorial control over our reactions. This is purely our own personal responses to what we're doing right here. Secondly, this is a game in early access. It released maybe like a week ago, actually a few days ago. So this is still very, very new. They have been making a lot of bug fixes recently, like very, very frequently. So that bodes well. But also, this is still very much in development, not completely finished, and things can change. And lastly, an hour's worth of a stream is definitely not enough to put together any sort of first impressions, let alone a review. So we're not here to pass final judgment. We're just here to have fun and just to react to what we see here. And what I'm seeing here is tools and fish food.
I'd also like to add on as well. I'm just an idiot who's Chris's best friend and has no association with Massively Overpowered. I didn't sign anything. I'm going to be making as many funnies as I can in the best of spirits towards missed games.
Indeed. Yeah, we're not here to rag on the game. We are going to respond honestly and openly, but we're not here to dump on things right now. We're just having fun.
Just having fun.
All right, so let's see.
We can deliver stuff.
Yeah, we can. I say deliver a building material or groceries. Interesting. Complete your mission before saving or avoid losing your cargo. Save game is a work in progress, right? Deliver a package from Ross to Lingver. I really hope I'm pronouncing these right. I probably am not. I apologize.
That looks like Lingver.
Lingver. That's what I think too. I don't know.
And I believe that may be Roost.
Is that how you
Roost?
pronounce the O with the
I
slash?
believe so. I believe so. Roost to Lingver seems kind of in that same sort of accent region.
I think you might be right.
We doing it?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's deliver some building material. Load cargo
Alright.
on boat from Rost. Okay, so
I believe we are in Rost.
yeah, we are at Rost right now, and we have to go to Lingveir. So we just have to find the cargo.
Would the cargo be over here somewhere?
Gotta believe it's nearby, right? The sea is too rough for a fishing port. Yeah, the fish would be absolutely losing their mind. At least smaller fish. This is the music that should have been in that opening that you had come up with.
Yeah, this should have been the song that should have come out. That's okay though.
Oh, here it is, I think.
You found
Yes,
it?
yes it is.
Ah, sweet.
So this is my box. That's your box. Wait.
This is my box. It was made for me. If you get that reference, you get it.
Yeah, if you know, you know. And I believe that little boat there is yours.
Okay.
So this little boat is mine. Because it wouldn't let me, like, get onto... Oh, there's a little rowboat.
It's a little rowboat.
It's a little heckin' rowboat. Alright, I wonder, can we move over to one of these motorboats over here? Let's see. I'm gonna go for this little guy that's docked over here.
Alright, I'm gonna follow you over there.
Oh, you can click on names and hear them? Yeah, that'd be really helpful. Sure.
I wouldn't mind. Just record them off of Google Translate. It's fine.
Yeah, totally. I actually immediately appreciate how, like, the oars operate like the actual oars of a rowboat. I have actually rowed a rowboat before. This is very, very similar. It controls very similarly.
Pretty sure I did too once upon a time in outdoor school. We may have to park these elsewhere. In order
Yeah,
to
I
get
don't
onto
think we
them.
can just, like, pop out of the boat. Yeah, I think we have to actually... Maybe we can...
There's a dock down here.
Okay, sweet. I'll follow you then.
Alright, I'm gonna turn around.
Yeah, this very much... Immediately the rowboats certainly feel, like, appropriate. The game is serious, not even providing a sailing boat at the beginning. Yeah, right? Seriously. Oh Like, the fact that, like, it's trying to tell us to deliver some materials from one port city to another, and it's like, here's your rowboat. Like, it's like,
Good luck.
Have fun, goofball. I will say, though, that, you know, the water is appropriately lovely looking. Yeah, I think we could probably...
I have to look over at Chris's screen to understand what he's talking about. For context, he is running this on a very nice setup. I am running this on years old GPU 1660 Super and a Ryzen 5 1700.
My best friend
And,
needs some upgrades, basically.
And the water looks much clearer on his end than it does mine. Bonk.
Bonk. Are you able to dock there?
Doesn't look like it.
I think we have to find something that's on water level, similar to like how we cast off. So let me see if this
Maybe we just have to stay like in there. What happens if I can't leave? Okay, the game is smarter than most players. You can't leave unless you're in a dock.
yeah.
That's smart.
So this dock here, I think. I'm gonna row to this thing.
Okay.
See if it gives me the dock button pop prompt.
If nothing
Nope.
else,
Doesn't look
maybe
like
we have to use that car next to our building to get around.
it. Oh yeah, you know what? Bet you're right. Well, most of our delivery time has been spent trying to figure out how to get into a larger boat.
We have 2 days.
Yeah, that's fair. Just don't know how long it is from Ross to Lingver. Why am I trying to say it like I'm native? What is wrong with me? I'm not Norwegian. Not even close to Norwegian.
I'm an Italian.
Yeah, I am like Irish and part Cherokee Indian, and like I'm the furthest possible thing from Norwegian as you can get.
They all have squares where your boat can dock, I bet.
Oh, you know what? I bet you're right. Maybe it does like have like some sort of indicator.
I'm afraid to try and see if I'm allowed to go into the water at all, so I'm not even gonna.
Oh, the current is actually pushing my boat a little bit. Oh, I see the dock button. That's cool. Or the dock square, I should say. Okay, so I still have my stuff. All right, cool. Okay, well that was fun. We'll call that a test run to see how the boats work, right?
Indeed. So there's the wall that's preventing us from getting to the car that we saw, but I don't think the rowboats are going to be the way.
No, I don't think you. I think we have to.
I think here's where we drop the cargo to load it onto the boat.
Maybe? I don't know. Let's see if there's any.
Oh, cannot place cargo of this size here. Okay.
Yeah, these are like larger cargos. So, oh wow, your character is like dragging the box across the ground.
Yeah. This is what I think of your delivery.
Yeah, there must be some larger boats stuck somewhere, right? No?
Well, yeah, they're all over there.
Yeah, they are all over there. Darn. And there's no way to just simply walk that way, apparently.
Nope.
Damn, are we genuinely going to have to row from one side to the other? Is that what's going to happen? It can't be right. Hang on.
No.
No.
that can't
There's no way, because, like...
Let's head to the shop, see if there's a boat we can buy there.
Okay, yeah, good point. Hello, all. How's the slowest Prime delivery going? How dare you, Tannic? I can't believe you're this accurate. but also hello. We're just
People would have killed each other for delivery times like this in the 1750s.
I don't think this is set in that long ago. Pretty sure this is modern.
No, but I'm talking about Prime by boat.
Oh, right. Yeah, fair.
Prime by boat is
Prime by boat. So, yeah, no, this is just basic tools. That's the job office. We can't interact with any of. Oh wait, hang on a second. What's this? Nope. It's a shipyard, but it says shipyard, but I presume it's only for access if we have a ship. Probably. Are there any other doors that we can smoosh our faces into? Let's see. The Mablingvar seems to be to the south. Yeah, it's there. I see it. Yep. But that's still a that's a very long rowboat ride. Like that's not something that you row, in my opinion.
row your boat. No, thank you.
Absolutely not. Fishery.
Sell fish.
None of these are interactable, I guess. No. And then we're back to the trash pile of invisible walls. The trash pile of sadness. Okay, there's gotta be a way that we can like.
I'm gonna make the plunge, so to speak.
Oh, are you gonna? Oh, really?
I'm gonna try and jump in and grab a boat from over there.
Okay.
If I die, I want you to complete my delivery. I'll drop. I guess I gotta drop it on a pallet.
Yeah, okay, so there's like an X button to place it. That's very funny. Hit. Hit. Yep. Okay, anyway. Let's see how it goes. Good luck.
Thank you. Nope.
Invisible walls, really?
Yeah, there is no water. There is no going into the water.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, you're right. I can like sort of like float off of the water a little bit, but like honest to goodness, like straight up Marjorie the trash heap has spoken. You shall not pass.
So I think we do have to get into the rowboat and take it somewhere else.
We have to. There must be somewhere else. All right. Okay. Well, at least we. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, shout out to the developers. They're making their game very tight.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt.
Like you are not touching the water at all.
Yeah, we are not allowing you to be super stupid. I appreciate that. Like Final Fantasy XIV, protecting the players from the abyss, yes, and from ourselves. Very much so. Very much so. Yeah, and just like actual rowboating, rowing into the current kind of sucks. This is hard. This is actually really challenging. Okay, so we know for a fact that there are squares that indicate where this size of boat can dock, so I guess the only real option is to like try to find such a square on this other side of this port, I guess.
Guess so.
So I'll check this side. And you're going that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay, where is... Alright, I'm going to start on this this side here. Where all these other smaller boats are.
Okay.
I really hope that we can actually pop into these and these aren't just for like show or presentation. That would be really,
I
really
would.
awful.
That would be really cool. I was thinking, thinking the same thing. Bleh.
It's like bleh.
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 Shutting down.
Alright. So yeah, pardon me for moving the camera around a little bit. I'm going to try to keep this as smooth as possible. This is actually an improvement from where it was before. The default mouse sensitivity was absolutely bonkers. Like, it was just way too fast. Alright. I'm not seeing any boxes where I can duck yet, but I'm going to keep on rowing along here. Oof.
I see a dock.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Sweet.
I'm gonna. It's the same as what we were working with before. I'm moving towards it.
Okay. Is that an indicator of yourself? Hang on a minute.
The things on the mini map, yes.
Okay, so you're the... Okay, yep, I got you now. Alright, sweet. Just turn over and head in your direction.
Oh, there is a dock here. Can I dock at it? The answer is no.
Oh, no. Okay, so there are specific, like, dock locations that we sidle up to in order to... Okay, so it's not just a matter of... It's not as freeform as that. Which makes sense, considering that they have invisible walls to stop us from jumping into the drink.
Can I tell you what I think?
What's that?
I think we have to row the entire way.
Oh. Boy, I sure hope not.
I hope not either, but we are heading away from the destination at this point.
Yeah, we are.
I'm gonna keep moving this way, but odds are low and feeling lower all the time.
Oh, no. Man, if that is actually how this is meant to work, yikes, dude. That's harsh.
Isn't that how every Norwegian got their start? Here's a rowboat, kid. I'm from Jersey.
I wouldn't be surprised, but also at the same time, like, that seems cruel even for sturdy folk like Norwegian fisher folk.
We didn't see a place. We didn't see a place to buy a boat at the place.
No, not at where we started. There was, tools. There was fish stuff, but no like boat rental or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I think you might be right. I think we are going to have to roll all the way there. Because I'm not seeing any other options.
For what it's worth, it's only 2,000 feet of rowing.
Only. In reality, I'll ask any boat owner for a short ride and they'll do that for me. They love to chat. Hey.
Yeah. If you find a nice guy that's a ship owner and they'll let you do that, that's great.
Alright, well, I guess off we heckin' go. Hey, how you doing?
Stroke. Stroke. I'm getting a stroke.
You can shift in order to row faster.
Oh, can you?
Yes. So
Stroke.
so there is that. And we're look at that. Look at that little bow spray we got going on. Hey.
Oh yeah, look at that. So pretty.
I had to believe this would kill you though. Like I mean, I'm constantly staring at that meter on the bottom right of the screen, which leads me to suggest that there's like that's health. I presume
I'm sorry, what?
the meter on the bottom right of the screen there, that little plus sign.
Yep.
Yeah, is that? I assume that's a health bar.
Yes,
Okay.
I imagine the same thing. Makes me think there are sharks.
Makes me think there are sharks. Oh gosh. Okay, well, let's cast off, I suppose. I mean, sheesh.
Yeehaw.
Yeah. Cowabunga it is.
Yeah, I think we are. Yeah, I see the docking spots, but I think like all of our operations are locked to that little plot of land.
Yeah, I think you're right. We probably have to progress our way in order to get to all these big juicy little ships over here.
But I just want to steal one.
I just want to borrow one for a quick moment. Tee.
I want to go for a joyride. Do you see that green, that black and green sun, like horizon?
Yeah, that's weird. That's concerning. That's very concerning.
All right, I've got my head cannon now. This is purgatory for these two. So, fishermen's at heart, taken too early in life.
Flat Earth confirmed. Also, Wolfsfox, thank you so much for the 34 months of Tier 1 subscription. And his response is, weirdest Sea of Thieves mod ever. Indeed. Yeah, you're absolutely right. This is totally rowable. I was just being lazy.
I mean, I was too. I wanted to get into a ship.
Yeah.
But then I started like measuring out the distance, realizing that things were closer than they were. I'm like, oh no.
Well, hey, I mean, we're gonna be making some muns, so it ain't all bad. Alright, let's see if we can't maybe pull in nice and easy.
Are there docking points there?
Yes, there are.
Sweet.
And we are docked. Deliver cargo. So I assume I have to... Is this the delivery point? I wonder. Yes, yes it is. Sweet. 1,500 kroner. And you get experience for... Yeah, that's great. So you get XP for doing all that. Okay, sweet. These stairs don't work. That's unfortunate.
Yay.
Yay! So there don't appear to be any jobs here, so I guess we have to go on back to Rost.
Okay. That's great.
Fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Hang on a second. Let me see. Yeah. There's Rost, and then there's... Whoops. Didn't mean to do that.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's a
So
lot.
much stuff.
There's a lot. Okay. Let's focus up and head back to Ross.
Copy that.
I don't hate how serene this is, though. Honestly,
This is pretty nice.
like it's very, very. It's extremely bare bones when you start off, which, that can be a little. I don't know if I want to call it frustrating, but demoralizing, I guess is the word. But at the same time,
demoralizing.
it's. I mean, it does make me consider that getting to an actual boat would probably feel real good.
Yeah, I bet that is a good feeling. Begin heading north, Port 1, 2.
Roger that. Just trying to. The tide is absolutely rocking me right now. There we go. Okay, I think
Come on, Marina shouldn't have this many waves. Where are the wave breakers at?
right.
Average Teacup, I think, said it in the beginning, and they were right.
Yeah, they were absolutely right. This is no way this would be a fishing port. These waves are way too much.
So, funny story that I think is a great time to tell since we have nothing but time and rowing. There was a point in time when the people I was growing up with wanted to live on a boat as a house.
Oh no.
Yeah, they bought the boat and everything, but never really figured out why we didn't do it. I'm very glad we didn't.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot more work than most people would realize. Also, like the
Yeah.
close quarters would, like, that's.
Oh, it'd be an absolute killer, and there were 4 of us.
Yeah, that would be horrible. That would be actively awful. I don't know that people realize how hard it is for actual sailors to be in close quarters on a boat for months on end. Like, it's not easy.
Yeah, it really isn't, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. It's definitely one of those things where I think they did realize how hard it would be or how much work it was going to be. Probably something to do with cost, if I'm being brutally honest.
Sure.
And it just never happened. And I don't hate myself. I don't hate it for that.
Yeah, they dodged a bullet by all. Yeah, living in a boat is rough. I mean.
I watched Deadliest Catch. That stuff looks terrifying, and you have to sleep there.
Yeah. There's so much that show doesn't show you about what folks like those fishermen are dealing with. Oh, I can dock here. Okay. All right, so we can dock on this side. All right, so it isn't always those small docks. There are some spaces that we can dock. Hang on a minute.
So any place where there are squares, then.
Yes, any place where there's squares. Yeah, any place that there are squares sticking out of the water, we can dock at.
Please, Tide, please.
Oh no! Are you having trouble, friend?
I just rode in from Lingvir, and boy, are my arms tired.
Alright, where you're headed straight front, that should be a place that you can dock. I see some
Yep,
squares.
on the way.
Yeah. Rich people with big yachts is a totally different story. Yeah, they don't the size of a boat most assuredly changes things for sure.
Yeah, sure. When you have money, you can just do anything.
Yeah.
Dock at any place you want,
Right.
and they'll just.
They don't even have to pilot the bloody thing. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. They're missing out on all of the fun and all of the hard stuff.
So is it prompting you to dock there?
Actually, it's not.
Okay, well there is
I
a
think-
smaller box over here.
So different squares for different boats.
I presume, yep.
This one, yes.
This one lets you dock. Okay, sweet.
Oh, must be parallel to dock. Whee! Sploosh.
There we go. All right.
Yay.
Hey. Okay.
Now boat.
Boat.
Give us one.
Can we boat? Can we boats? Give boat? One boat?
Your boat, want boat.
Boat, boat, boat.
Boat, boat, boat.
Let me boat.
boat, boat.
Video game, let me
Ec-
boat.
Found boat, Becky, let me fish. Upgrade your boats. Oh, shipyard.
Oh, where? Oh, where? What? Oh. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, this is literally where the... Wow.
We are in our own separate
Our own
instances at
individual
this point.
instances of the shipyard. That's fascinating. Okay, so there's a laptop and a toolbox here. Switch boats. Ah, okay, so there is where we can find... Okay. So the active boat... Yeah, okay. So for sale... 44,990 for the roaster cargo boat. The Dr. Phil. There's a fishing boat for 99,000. Service boat. Okay, there are not too many ships, but there is a very obvious progression here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, I'm going to ask the question, where's the multiplayer aspect play into this besides we just exist in the same world?
I don't know. Let me see. I'm going. Well, all right. So
Oh, you can't. Real quick, I'm sorry, but you can customize your character in the locker in the shipyard.
Oh, okay. Rich people in submarines is a whole different thing. Yeah, most definitely. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to purchase this larger cargo boat and see if maybe you can like board it.
Okay.
So that's my active boat. So I should be able to get
Boat,
out
boat,
of here.
boat.
Boat. Yep. Okay. It's a dinghy, but you know what? We're about them dinghies. All right, I'm gonna
We
leave the
love them
shipyard.
dinghies. Haha, hello there, boat.
Hello, boat. All right. So can you board that?
No, I cannot. Boat owned by another player.
Let me see. Is there? There must be a way to like.
Also, you look like you are head rocking your butt off.
Do I?
Yeah.
I can't be in this other than in first person, so like you can't really tell. I wonder if there's a way I can set permissions. Let me see. Give me a minute here. There has to be a way to allow you to get on. There must be, right? All right, let me get back
You
to
would
the shipyard
think.
and see. That makes no sense, dude. Because if that's the case, what? All right, give me a minute here. I'm gonna. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah.
You know what I notice? What I'm noticing?
What's that?
All of these ships look like they're built for one person.
If that's the case, why the hell is this multiplayer then?
I don't
That
know.
doesn't make any damn bit of sense. Really? I don't know.
I I mean, I'm just looking at the boats that you can buy, and I'll probably buy the same one you bought. But I, I think I feel like multiplayer was implemented obligatorily.
Really? Oh.
That's my personal opinion. That is not based on anything, but considering the fact that we can't get in each other's boats, we don't get the same delivery missions, we have to take them individually ourselves. I think it's just you both exist. I have. Can you meet me outside real quick, just so I can try and interact with you?
Yeah, sure. Give me a second. I'm doing important things right now.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Just. Did you color the boat?
No, I called it something better.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love you, Bodie McBoatface. But yeah, I'm trying to interact with you to do anything, and there's nothing.
There's no buttons. Oh, why is this a thing then? What? I disagree with that deeply. Ah, man. Huh.
And considering like the boats, like the docks, the sides of the docks that we have. Jesus.
Sorry.
Okay, fine. I'll stop.
No. I was,
No, I know. I was just making a joke. Oh, Tanic. This was from about 6 months ago. I'm not sure if it's changed since. Will we be able to go on people's boats to help people do stuff? Dev. Hi, that is on our to-do list, but will not be directly introduced in the EA release.
All right, so confirm then. Thank you very much for that lookup, Tanic. Appreciate
Thank you, Tanic.
that. Also, that really sucks.
That's a bummer.
That
for
is
sure.
a big bummer. I dislike that deeply. Like, part of the reason why I was hoping to play this game with my best friend is that I would be able to play this game with my best friend, not alongside my best friend.
I had the whole fantasy of like, this is like Deadliest Catch music as I say this. Both of us on a boat doing fishing stuff. And
Yeah, like that. That puts a, no pun intended, a big splash of cold water on this whole thing. I'm gonna be real. Hee. Just jump on and see if we can't. There's no jump button, and there are literally invisible walls stopping us from like walking, except for like doing a determined soft shoe in front of the. It's just, man. I really hope they add that sooner rather than later, dude. Genuinely, that is a big bummer. All right, well, damn.
Yeah, that hurts, and of course, no shade to the developer. They did warn us about this, and
They did.
We didn't listen.
We
didn't listen. Sorry.
It would have been nice if that was like on the front page of the game store, though. Like, this had to be dug up, so
Yeah.
So like, coming this game for 1 to 4 people in multiplayer, you sort of presume that people are going to be able to play together. But this is, I mean, the very, very, very most basic definition. Yes, you absolutely are playing together, technically speaking. All right.
Step 1, stuff friend in the box. Step 2, place box on cargo loader. Step 3, load cargo on boat.
See, that's the big thinking. Is what that is.
That is what the big thinking is. And like, if they implemented something like ship towing,
Yeah.
that'd be really like, let me like ride along in my stupid little rowboat and be towed along by Bodie McBoatface.
That would be great. Probably scary, but really great.
But yeah, it is very much a single player experience alongside other people at this moment in time.
Yeah, and that's the operative phrase here, at this moment in time. again, this is in early access, so it would be really, really good if they were able to like make that a priority addition, honestly. But then again, like I did mention in the very beginning of the stream, that their focus right now, and which is appropriate, their focus right now has been on bug fixing, like a whole lot of bug fixing and stability fixes and things like that. Like since this thing has been in early access, they have been cranking out a lot of hot fixes, small fixes, and all of it has been about making what's been released so far functional, which, you know, I can't knock that. I really, really can't.
No, much like Helldivers, like getting as many bug fixes out when they could, when really critical issues popped up. Big props to them. That's as someone who casually looks over that sort of stuff. That's, as a gamer, I should say. It definitely speaks to someone who's committed to the product rather than the money it's going to generate.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. All right, so I presume then that this is. Do I have to like pick all of these up individually? I wonder.
Oh, that's how you change the name.
I'm interested in this game more than Age of Water. You know what? Same. Like, I don't dislike the. I genuinely don't dislike this whole vibe. Really, I don't. But it definitely feels right now, from this very, very brief moment, extremely incomplete. So that's a problem, and it is a shame, but it's not like a done deal, right? It's
No, I mean they had. It is early access, and we can confirm that you can do missions by rowing.
yes. So, you know, that's a start. And right now I'm like loading each individual box of these supplies that I have to deliver into my boat, as opposed to being able to, like, say, use a forklift to move the pallet, which would be kind of neat. But also I appreciate that there is like some logistical consideration. This is very much Star Citizen-ish insofar as like the whole placing boxes individually into cargo holds. Except they don't snap to. I actually have to like sort of manually place them in, but it's not like so challenging as to where it's like hard to do. And you know what? Like, as a single player experience, it's really hard to hate on. Just a little chilled out kind of a nautical maritime, just hop on a boat and do a mission or two. You know what? You know, actually, now I'm thinking about it. You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
It reminds me a lot of that Drive Town game.
Oh yes, that's a good comparison, I think. Also, my game has frozen.
Oh no! Oh, my friend!
I will restart and come back real quick.
Okie dokie. I guess I have to be in first person mode, huh? Alright, let me dock first. And I have to take this where? Oh, wow, all the way over there, huh? Okay. Wow, that is actually quite the ride. Interesting.
Oh, wow.
That is, that's a heckin' journey.
No, I'm at the bottom of the world.
You're at the bottom of the world.
Yeah. I can. I'm like, yeah, I'm at the bottom of the world. I'm underneath you. I see all of the land, all of the trees, and I see your boat.
Awesome. Well, you're probably seeing my boat grinding against the dock here because I can't turn my boat. Okay, there we go. I actually have to like turn to like go into like the throttle position. Interesting. Okay. I apologize for the rockin' and a rollin', by the way. I can't do this in third person. Oh wait, yes, I can do this in third person. I'm sorry. So then, how do I change my? Hang on a second. Let me go ahead and. Okay, player movement. Increase thrust. Increase thrust. To your right, to your left. So I guess. Okay, yes, so it is W and A. And WASD to move backwards and forwards. Reminds me of Space Quest, the departing scene. Yes, not incorrect. All right.
Oh man.
So you're absolutely just in the bottom of the world now, huh?
Yeah, I'm hosed.
Oh, that sucks.
I tried leaving and coming back, and this character is now just positioned here with the save. So I'm gonna try and start a whole new character using another slot in your multiplayer game.
Yeah, okay, fair. See if that works. Alright, now I'm noticing the throttle position here. And this definitely does steer like a boat.
Alright, I live.
Yay! Alright. I believe we are underway. A little bit of grinding on the dock side, but it's fine. We're good.
I'm just running to the dock waving at you goodbye.
Hello.
Bye, friend.
Bye,
Be
friend.
safe.
I will. Bye. Bye.
Bring me back shrimpies.
I will bring you all the shrimpies, friend.
Yay.
All right. Yeah, we have got some way to go. All right. This is not a quick journey.
I'm gonna try and buy. Well, there's no point trying to catch up right now.
Yeah.
This sucks. I'm sorry to be a downer, but just like being on the second person of this and like the realization dawning over me, I just want to be like, this sucks.
It
It's
does.
a bummer.
It's a bummer, dude. It really is. I agree. I don't disagree. This is a huge bummer.
I'm always one to like shy away from saying anything negative about a game because I don't know the work they do and what they have to deal with, and I don't want to be one of the angry mob people that's
Well, the angry gamers in general.
yeah, I don't want to be one of them. I don't want, I'm not trying to be like that, but at the same time, it's just like, you have expectations for a game, and then it sucks when they get dashed.
Yeah, it does. It does. That's very unfortunate. I don't know though. I can, as if you take it as a single player game, fine. It's okay. It seems like it has some chill out vibes to it, though this boat is phenomenally slow. My God. I'm only going 6.8 knots knots right now, and I'm about to crash into these shoals here. Well, I should probably turn the boat. But yeah, single player, fine, whatever. But you class this as multiplayer, man. Like, get the actual multi-crew stuff working first. You know what I mean? Especially on a boat game, where like the idea is to like command larger boats and like do large boat things. That's a shame, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I hate ending this stream on a downer, but we don't really know much more we can say, honestly. That's
I will say that I am encouraging the developer to continue their work with the game.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not suggesting that they should stop by any means.
No, this was very much like I was expecting. I was expecting to like be able to have multiple stations in a boat
Yeah.
and find the simulator aspect in actually running the boats, running the machinery on the boats, and stuff like that. It turns out where the simulator part lies is in the sailing itself, the moving through the water.
Yes, and I have to say, right now, piloting this dinghy right now that I am right now, and Bodie McBoatfaced,
I'm looking over at your
it's
screen.
very much. It feels very. There's a lot of weight. Like this thing feels like it's trudging through the water, and like there's a sensation of realism there. Like this
That does look beautiful on your
It's-
screen.
it's very pretty, and like it's appropriate. All of this feels right. I just really want to be able to do this with my best friend too, you know? That's
Yeah.
that's what hurts. That's what hurts the most about this. But again, early access, right? I mean, ideally
This
they
is-
will if they're listening, please, I genuinely beseech you guys to have multi-crew functionality added sooner rather than later if you can. Genuinely. Like, I think the priorities of fixing things and making things stable first is absolutely sound and appropriate and right. But like, I truly hope that they add multi-crew soon.
Same, big same.
And hey, if
Uh,
they do, maybe we'll come back to this one, you know?
Indeed, I would love to come back to this one. You know, once they, I guess, once they implement a better form of multiplayer.
Yes, absolutely. Once they have added multi-crew and proper multiplayer and all of those functionalities, I want to come back to this. I would love to. But as it stands right now, if you're looking for a multiplayer game to play with your friends as opposed to alongside, right now, stress right now, this ain't it, Chief. I'm sorry to say. But hey, all the same, thank you very, very much, Brito, for joining me. I appreciate that. Truly, I do. I'm sorry it's a bit of a letdown, but I truly thank you for joining me.
It was a fun time exploring this game together. And you know, sometimes we get together and we find treasure. Sometimes we get together and find building materials that we have to row 2,000 feet.
It's true. Thank you all as well for joining us for this one. We appreciate it. We hope you do. I hope you don't mind us. Thank you for indulging us in doing something a little different. We have a lot more streaming. I didn't know this game before the stream, so thanks. Hey, you're welcome, Teacup. And you know what? Single player, I kind of feel like this would be fine, genuinely. But anyway, that is it for this stream, but we have much more coming through the rest of the week. Later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, MJ and myself are back together for another episode of Backseat Streaming. On Thursday, May 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern, MJ and her crew will be together for some Dungeons & Dragons Online. And then on Friday, May 31st, I'm going to call this provisional because Artificial Core has been having some alpha test problems out the gate. But if things are sorted out, I am hoping to do some streaming of the Core Punk alpha test at 2 p.m. Eastern on Friday, May 31st. And then later that same night at 8 p.m. on the 31st, for absolute certain, MJ is going to be live with another Adventure Quest 3D stream. So we hope you'll tune in for all of that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And as always, thank you to everybody for all of the support you provide to Massively Overpowered, whether you're watching our streams live or on demand, reading what we have to write on the website, or if you're doing generous things like donating bits to the channel, subscribing to the channel, whitelist at the ends of the site, or if you're one of our amazing Patreon supporters. No matter what you do, top to bottom, you are the fuel that keeps Massively OP going. We will see you later tonight. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Bye!